OUTA proposes how to reclaim R500 billions amid widespread corruption concerns. In a robust challenge to the South African government's handling of corruption and fiscal management, the Organization Undoing Tax Abuse, OUTA, has presented a bold proposal aiming to revitalize the nation's finances by recovering an estimated R500 billion. This initiative comes in stark contrast to the statements made by Minister Nkosi Mzamo-Buthelezi at the recent G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group and the financial strategies of Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana, whose tactics have drawn significant public and expert criticism. At the G20 meeting on March 3, 2025, Minister Buthelezi underscored the necessity for ethical leadership and robust financial controls to combat corruption, a principle that, although ideal, starkly contradicts the actual governance landscape in South Africa. According to OUTA, the reality is a governance system plagued by mismanagement, unchecked looting, and a notable absence of consequences for malfeasance. OUTA's frustration is exacerbated by what it views as the government's reliance on increased taxes from citizens to compensate for high levels of wasteful expenditure and gross misadministration. These are the very elements that enable corruption to fester at alarming levels across the nation. In response to these challenges, OUTA has crafted a detailed letter addressed to Minister Godongwana, dated the same day as Minister Buthelezi's G20 discourse. This letter outlines 11 specific interventions that, if implemented earnestly, could substantially bolster the national treasury by around R500 billion annually. These measures advocate for more than just incremental adjustments. They call for a seismic shift in how the government handles fiscal policies, corruption eradication, and overall governance. Encouraged by civil society and frustrated citizens, OUTA's proposal emphasizes the urgent need for tangible actions that go beyond the polished speeches on international stages. The organization suggests that these measures could foster prudent financial management, enhance transparency, and ensure stringent accountability in governance. With the Budget 2025 speech approaching on March 12th, all eyes will be on Minister Godongwana. Stakeholders are eager to see if the government will finally begin aligning its rhetoric with concrete actions and demonstrate a committed stride towards eradicating the rampant corruption and mismanagement that have long undermined South Africa's potential. South Africans, who are wearied by years of governmental inefficiency and corruption scandals, are watching closely. They hope for a radical departure from the status quo, as outlined in OUTA's ambitious recovery plan. The outcome of this clash between civil advocacy and governmental policy could very well determine the nation's economic and ethical trajectory for years to come. Thank you for choosing Satori News.